All right, guys. Good morning, guys. Good afternoon, depending on your time zone where you're watching from. We're back again this morning to this morning edition of live stream. I'm very sorry that I came a little bit late because of I had to do some other things in my business before I could come live. So I do come live when I'm free. I have a business that I'm running, so I'm not always here every time. I'm very happy to see you guys again this morning. It was amazing yesterday evening. We had very fruitful discussion. Um, we learn from each other and as well share our thoughts together, and they get to understand the state of politics in Africa. I'm happy to see you again this morning. Please, if you are joining me for the first time, subscribe to the channel and do me a favor by sharing the broadcast, share it to a wider audience, put on your notification button, and as well comment where you're watching me from. I will appreciate. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Do me a favor by sharing the broadcast, please. Welcome. Fourth horseman, thank you very much for joining here this morning. God bless you. Thank you very much. If you're joining me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, put on your notification button, share the broadcast, and as well comment where you're watching from, please. Fourth horseman, please, where are you watching from? Please, if I may ask, please. I see Umesh Vlog. Thank you very much for joining. Please, where are you watching me from? Where are you watching from? Ah, I came very, very late today. Very late. I had a lot of things to go. I went to the airport very early in the morning to pick a client and came back and had some other things to do. Oh, this is my brother from Alabama in America. Thank you very much, my brother. God bless you. God bless you for joining us this morning. Please do me a favor by sharing the broadcast, please. Please, if you're a lover of Africa and lover of truth and lover of what we are doing, please do me a favor by sharing the broadcast so that we can get to wider audience. Please do me that favor. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless my back. My light is back again. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Umesh Assam states from address now. I see Kuni Tomana from New Zealand. Thank you very much for joining this morning. So who else is there? Please comment where you're watching from. Subscribe to the channel, put on your notification button, share the broadcast. Tell us where you're watching us from, please. It is important so that we can recognize you. Thank you. Please do me that favor by sharing the broadcast, please. It's very, very important to me. If you do it for me, I would really appreciate. Share broadcast so we can get to wider audience, please. Our our live stream these days, these few days dropped so bad. I'm not impressed with it. I expected sometimes we used to be up to 1,000, on the live stream, but this time around it just stops in 300, 400. We need to increase more, please, because we preach the gospel truth here. We preach the gospel of truth. We preach the raw truth the way it's supposed to be, without mixing word, without fear or favor. We say it the way it's supposed to be. And I would definitely appreciate you if you join me, if you join hands together with me to spread the gospel of truth in Africa. I would definitely appreciate. The way you will join hands with me is by sharing the broadcast. That's all. When you share the broadcast, you are also inviting more people to come and hear the gospel of truth. We preach nothing but the truth. We don't fear anybody. We say it the way it's supposed to be. As long as we're not going against the community guideline of this channel, of this platform, of this app, we are good to go to say whatever we want to say as long as we are saying the truth. Alexandra Bogos from United States of America, Virginia Island. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. Mesh Lakwa Mohammed Mohan. Okay, thank you. I don't know. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, and thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Please, if you are joining me for the first time, subscribe to the channel. Very important. Very, very important. And share the broadcast so we can get a wider audience. Share, please. Do me that favor by sharing. Share. Share the broadcast, please. Yeah, thank you. Share the broadcast, please. Share, 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 share. Today's, though I always bring out 15 minutes to give shout outs, which is very, very important. I have to appreciate the people that comes to my live stream. That's why I always encourage you. Please comment where you're watching from. If once you comment, I will definitely grab your name and I will never forget. I will know that dear, this is a good subscriber. So today's broadcast is going to be centering on politics and religion in Africa. Politics and religion in Africa. Politics and religion in Africa, they are working hand in hand. Politics and religion. A lot of things. I said a lot of things at night during my evening broadcast. Too bad most of you were not there, but it was awesome. I felt fulfilled because anytime I come out like this and speak the truth to the hearing of over 20,000 people, 30,000 people, 50,000 people, 60,000 people, it gives me a kind of different joy. Um, the problem we're having in Africa here right now is these two things: politics and religion. These are the things these are the main problem that we are facing in Africa. Religion have been politicized in Africa, in the sense, like, I would say most of the religious leaders and politicians in Africa, they are working hand in hand. They are like, partners in crime. That's how I see it, my own opinion. So that is why today's topic will be politics and religion in Africa. Please, if you have a question that you want to ask, feel free in the comment section. Ask your question respectfully. Do not throw tantrum. Do not throw insult. Do not disrespect anyone. Ask your questions respectfully. If your comment goes against my will, what I will do, I will hide you from the channel, or I will just remove you from the channel. Okay, so let's be respectful. This is one thing I love about YouTube. I believe so much well that people on YouTube, they are more matured, than people on Facebook. you know YouTube people are more matured, so I want us to maintain with that attitude of us, but that maturity, it is very important. So if you have a question that you want to ask, please feel free to ask your questions in the comment section. If you have an opinion, please feel free to say your opinion in the comment section with respect. Please do not insult anyone. Very important. Do not insult anyone, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I see you, Adrian VC. I don't understand some comments anyway. Please subscribe to the channel, share the broadcast, please. Subscribe the channel and share the broadcast. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have more 4 minutes to start our program. Please comment where you're watching from, please. Very important. Share the broadcast. Comment where you're watching from. Subscribe to the channel, most importantly, and put on your notification button so we can be able to know when I drop a video. I'll be dropping a video today. I'll be dropping a video this afternoon. by 2 a.m. 2 p.m. Gambia time. I'm gonna be dropping a video. The video that I'm gonna drop today is Ibrahim Traore, the trucks Ibrahim Traore, because I've been saying it here, time without number, that Ibrahim Traore purchased over 1,000 road construction equipment, right? He purchased over 1,000 road construction equipment, and some people were doubting it here. And those equipment came through Ghana because Burkina Faso did not have a seaport, so they landed in Ghana port, and they brought them to Burkina Faso through road. So I want to show you the video. I will explain the video on the video that I'm going to drop today, this afternoon by 2 o'clock, so that you can watch by yourself and see the kind of change Ibrahim Traore has brought to the good people of Burkina Faso. I mean, it's mind blowing. There's no lover of a good thing that will not appreciate him, for such step that he have taken, to put Burkina Faso on track back. He has done so much well. He has done so well to the extent that you know he's just changing the narrative we have in Africa here. He's making us to understand that we have all it takes to make our continent better. We have all it takes to make sure that we have the basic amenities that we need. We have all it takes to make sure there is a good pipeline water, good electricity, 24 hours, good road access, and as well good hospitals and good schools for our children. He make us to understand and that we have all it takes, to bring security to the lives of the citizens, securing lives and properties. You can as well agree with me, since the presence of France in Burkina Faso for a very long time, for over 30 years, there has been terrorism activities going on in the northern part of Burkina Faso, which have resulted to the killing of a lot of citizens. Over hundreds of thousands of people who have been killed for the past 17 years now, or 20 years. And France could not end that insurgency, and I believe so much well that France had the capacity to end the insurgency if I thought they wanted to end the insurgency in Burkina Faso, but they failed in that aspect. In fact, they failed in everything. But since the emergence, I cannot post those videos here. Those videos are horrible. So if I post them here, it can easily cause problem on my channel, and I don't want that. You can see what Ibrahim Traore has done so far. He's wiping these people away day in, day out. Listen, I follow Burkina Faso news like my life depends on it. Okay, my brother asked a question. I see Mokham. Thank you very much. Is it Mocham? Let me go just pronounce it like that. Mocham. Mocham, my brother said, he said, why do you think the neighboring countries aren't having the same trajectory? Sorry. Is it lack of Traore-like leadership, or maybe it's time for a new coalition to help the other nations? Anyone can chime in it. Okay, let me come. I think I've explained this time without number on my channel. Maybe this is your first time here, but please, if you're joining me for the first time, subscribe to the channel, put on your notification button, share the broadcast, and as well comment where you're watching from. Okay, listen, I've said it time without number. Ibrahim Traore is like a messiah. I consider him as a messiah. In fact, for me, my own opinion, I see him like he's a hero. He's my hero. He's my number one hero in Africa right now as we speak. Ibrahim Traore is my hero. You know why I consider him as a hero? And I promise to be putting him on my background for the whole of 2025. The reason why I consider him as a hero is because, okay, thank you very much, brother. The reason why I consider him as a hero is because he's waking every single African youth up, making us to understand that we have the capacity to defend ourselves, to provide every basic amenities that we need in Africa. That's number one. Number two, he's making every African country now start thinking of revolution. I don't know if I get my point. Number three, he risked his life without minding if his life is going to, he's going to die or not. He risked everything about him to make sure that he brought the change that he desired in Burkina Faso, in his own country. So now, the reason why most of the countries around, they're not having the same success that the Burkina Faso people are having right now is because, like I've said it time without number, there is that kind of selfish leadership in Africa that is growing in Africa. Selfish leadership. That is why when I tell you that we are still under colonialism, people will be saying now it's not true. We are still being colonized. With the whole thing that played out in Burkina Faso lately is a clear indication that we are still being colonized. There's no doubt about it. If the presence of if French government presence will be in Burkina Faso and for over 30 something years, and you are telling me that the Burkina Faso have their independence, and I believe Burkina Faso had their independence 1960. So you can imagine 1960 till now, I think it's about 60 years of age. You're talking about independence. So why is it that the presence of your colonial masters still in your country? If you're not still being colonized underground? I mean, it's a very loud question to answer. If you think that if you think that Burkina Faso was not still being colonized after 1960, what was French government doing in Burkina Faso in the name of they are supporting Burkina Faso military capacity? They are providing help. What help? In what aspect? When their resources will be taken away from you, you'll be the one to mine those resources and then give Burkina Faso, the country that owns their resources, only just 20% of the resources. You can only give them 20% of the resources, and you are telling us that you are giving them military support. Which military support? When terrorists have been across all the Sahel states, massacring innocent citizens of Burkina Faso, Niger Republic, and Mali, and you could not do anything, and your presence are in Mali, Niger Republic, and Burkina Faso. French government dominated. Listen, if I tell you that we are still being colonized, do not doubt me. Thank you. Do not doubt me that we are still being colonized. So if you are still in that country and you are the one taking out the resources, claiming that Burkina Faso they don't have the equipment to take the resources, that's why you can only give them 20% of their resources. It means that Burkina Faso was still being colonized by French people. They were still being colonized by French people because their resources is being controlled by French people. So where is the sovereignty? Where is the freedom that you have been celebrating all this while that you have? There's no freedom. It is the emergence of Ibrahim Traore that woke everybody up and made us to understand that all these French countries, and not even only French countries, even English speaking countries that were being colonized by British, we are still under colonialism till today. We are still being colonized because our resources is being given us by percentage. We enjoy our resources by percentage. Now, Ibrahim Traore came on board. When he came on board, he asked them to leave. That he is tired of seeing that, in fact, their presence here doesn't help him at all. It's not helping Burkina Faso, a country that have been suffering for a very long time. And your presence has been in Burkina Faso for over 30 years. You could not even afford to give them at least 3,000 kilometer paved road for over 30 years. French government could not even afford to give, despite that they are the one taking their resources with Canadian mining companies. This Canadian, mind you, Canadian mining companies, these are French companies, because Canada has two languages. They have French and English. Do you understand? So they have things in common with French. I don't know if you understand my point. He asked them to leave. He paid them off because those mining sites were being bought according to them. They said they bought it from the previous government. So he paid them off. He did not just ask them to leave. He called them and paid them off and told them to leave his country and give their embassies time to leave. That's when Macron started getting mad, started trying to eliminate this guy at all costs, even to the extent conniving with Ivory Coast President Ouattara. to invade Burkina Faso and eliminate Ibrahim Traore because he blocked their way. Now, mark my word today. Mark it at the back of your mind today. From today till next 5 years, you will watch France, watch France and their economy how they will crumble. I'm not mixing what I'm telling you the gospel fact. I'm telling you gospel truth. From now till 5 years, you will see how bad French economy will be like. Most of these African countries that were colonized by French, they are waking up. Ibrahim Traore is waking them up. Ibrahim Traore is waking all of them up. That is why you see Guinea-Conakry. Guinea-Conakry have asked them to leave. See, look at Senegal. Do you know that Senegal, there is a revolution that happened in Senegal? Exactly. Exactly. All the Westerners, even Nigeria as my country, even Nigeria, being colonized by British people. Do you know that we are still under colonialism, low key? Our percentage, our resources are being given us by percentage. We benefit from our resources by percentage, our own resources. These are the things that have been going on and on for a long time. And every year we keep celebrating Independence Day. Every year we keep celebrating Independence Day. Go through my channel, go through my post, go through my Facebook, social media handles, all. You can never see me any day celebrating independence. I've never done it in my whole life since I grew up. Since I grew up and know left and right, I've never celebrated independence because I knew that we do not have our independence yet. We do not have our independence yet. We are still being colonized. That is why we cannot make a choice. We cannot make law on our own without seeking for British authority for them to authorize us to do some certain things. That is why. You can imagine a country like Nigeria, one of the biggest country in Africa. In fact, Nigeria is the biggest country in Africa, the richest country in Africa. The richest country in Africa. But common basic communities we don't have. Because why? We are not fully in charge of our resources the same way Burkina Faso was going through. But now, since the emergence of Ibrahim Traore, do you know that this guy entered power in 2022? This 37 years old man, 2022, he clinged to power. Till now, this is just only 2 years plus. This guy have achieved something that no government in the history of Burkina Faso have ever achieved. Nobody, no government has ever achieved what Ibrahim Traore has achieved in the space of 2 years. Because why? He took 100% charge of his resources. He asked them to leave and he went and purchased those equipment to mine, those mining equipment by himself. He went and purchased those mining equipment. The mining equipment, they were complaining that Burkina Faso do not have the mining equipment. So we brought Canadian mining company and French mining company to come and mine for them. That is why we give them 20% of their resources. Ibrahim Traore went immediately and bought those equipment. And Burkina Faso today, as we speak, they mine their resources by themselves. This is the change that we want in Africa. This is the change that we want across every single country in Africa. And since then, you can see the level of work that is going on in Burkina Faso. You can see the level of work that is going on in Burkina Faso. Wait, let me look for. I don't know if I can find my phone so I can play. Sorry, 1 minute. Let me get my second phone. Let me get my second phone. Let me play. Okay, just watch my video. After this program, I will post a video today by 2 p.m. somewhere. Sorry, so 2 p.m. Gambia time. If not 2 p.m., maybe 3 p.m. Let me say 3 p.m. Gambia time. I will post a video. Go and watch the video. You see the equipments this guy bought within the space of 1 year. Within the space of 1 year of Ibrahim Traore in leadership, he purchased over 1,000 equipment, 1,000 heavy machines. You can imagine how much is a grader. Now, you can imagine how much, what I'm telling you is brand new equipment. Grader, excavator, bulldozers, trucks, mixers, brand new, over 1,000. Do you know how much one can cost? He did not borrow money from anywhere. IMF came to Ibrahim Traore, begging him to borrow money. He said no. He don't want to. He will never borrow money. He don't want to borrow money. He has never borrowed money from anywhere. If you go to Burkina Faso today, Burkina Faso is a project site. There is road construction every single day in Burkina Faso. He promised them 5,000 kilometer paved road every year. That is what French government could not do for Burkina Faso. For the past 30 years, their presidents have been in Burkina Faso. They could not even give them anything, more than 3,000 kilometer paved road. And you are telling us that you are there to give them support. Which support? They are exploiting our resources day in, day out. They are subjecting our people into abject poverty. They are making us to eat grass. They are making us to suffer. And they're making their citizens to live comfortable life in the expense of African resources. That is why most of these our leaders that resisted them, they fought tooth and nail to eliminate them, because they know very well, like somebody like Gaddafi was a pain in their ass. That is why they fought tooth and nail to eliminate. You see, listen, Africa would have become great before now. Africa would have become great before now. Do you know why? Because some African leaders that are puppet to the West, they connive with the West to eliminate the people that were supposed to save us from this calamity. My brother Mochan said, it took me coming to America to realize that we already have all. We just didn't know that we did. Or don't we see yet? I dig your enthusiasm, but I am skeptical that we will look to the next savior. Thank you very much. Thank you. Like I said, Africa is nobody should doubt me here. Nobody should doubt me. Africa is the richest continent on earth, no doubt. Africa is the richest continent on earth. Africa is the richest continent on earth. There is no resources that you can think of that we don't have in Africa. There is no resources. There is no resources. There is no mineral or natural resources that you can think of that we do not have in Africa. I've said it time without number. There is no reason why any African child should go to bed with empty stomach. No reason. There is no reason why. There's no justifiable reason why any African child should be out of school. There is no reason. The resources that we have it in abundance that it will be enough for us that we can never go out to look for greener pasture anywhere. But look at today. Our youth are jumping Mediterranean Sea to cross to Italy. A poor Italy. I mean, poor Italy. Italy of here. Poor. Italy is one of the poorest country in Europe. Italy, Greece, and France and Spain, even France. One of the poorest countries in Europe. Our people jump Mediterranean Sea to cross to Italy to go and look for greener pasture. And at the end of the day, when they get there, they will be subjected into inhuman condition. Some of them will be subjected into slavery kind of condition. Throw them, some of them inside farm to go and farm. This is what our people are going through in Italy, in Malta, in Spain. This is what they are going through. Africa has everything. Everything. We have it in abundance. What are you talking about? Now, look at Nigeria alone. Do you know? I've said it time without number. I don't know if I have Nigerians here. Will you agree with me? Just now agree with me. Lagos State is a state, one of the states in Nigeria. And Nigeria has 36 states plus capital, that's 37. And Lagos State is one of the states in Nigeria. Population of Lagos State alone is 24 million in population. But will you agree with me that Lagos State as a state in Nigeria is richer than Spain? Will you agree with me, or you will doubt me? We can iron it out. Lagos is richer than Spain by far. Lagos as a state in Nigeria is far richer than Spain. Generates revenue more than Spain as a country. But come to Spain, will you ever find a pothole in Spain? Will you ever find a pothole in Spain? Will you ever find electricity, play on and off in Spain? No. There is stable electricity, 24 hours electricity. There is good world-class hospital in Spain. There is quality education in Spain. Those are basic amenities that we are asking for. Are we asking too much? Okay, give us what we will pay. Africans are the most hardworking people on earth. We work so hard that we can work hard to afford what basic amenities, things that we're supposed to afford. But give us those things, we will pay. No. Money that is meant available to build those things, if few individuals will be packing the money in their pocket. And the worst of it is that when they pack this money, they will not still utilize that money in Africa. They will send that money to another country. They will send the money to another country to go and purchase houses, purchase hotels, go to Dubai, buy hotels, go to Canada, buy houses everywhere, buy houses in UK, and send their children to America, UK. Let me tell you, 99.9% of Nigerian politicians, their children are not living in Nigeria. Their children are not living in Nigeria. Their children are all in the West. The reason why you see them in Nigeria, these politicians, is because they are playing politics with the lives of the innocent citizens. With the lives of the innocent citizens. They are playing politics here in Africa with the lives of the innocent citizens, while their children are having flamboyant life, luxury life in Europe and America and UK. And most of them, their children are not working, but they are on salary. Civil servant in Africa, their salary is nothing to write home about. I mean, the civil servant in Africa here, in Nigeria specifically. Let me just specialize, focus on Nigeria. Let me not talk about other countries. Civil servant in Nigeria, their salary is next to nothing. Their salary is next to nothing. Imagine in 21st century, people are still protesting for 70,000 naira minimum wage. 70,000 naira minimum wage. You know what is 70,000 naira? That's less than $50. You are paying a full-grown man with family, a family man. What can he do with 70,000 naira? What can a family man do with 70,000 naira? That is why they don't want you to open your eyes. They brought religion to come and blindfold your eyes so that you cannot see. They will tell you to believe in God. God will do everything for you. Do you think that the way we worship God in Africa is the same way they worship God in America or in UK or in Europe? Those same people that brought the religion to us here, they don't worship God the way that we're worshiping God here in Africa. We just take everything to God. God will do everything for us and forget to hold the leaders accountable. Meanwhile, the leaders are the ones holding us ransom. They're the ones holding our destiny ransom. They're the ones eating the destiny of our unborn children. That is why a single individual will embezzle over $1 billion in Nigeria. Former Delta State Governor Okowa embezzled over 1 billion naira. Where is the money? What did he do with the money? Today he's working freely. He's working freely. No prosecution, nothing. Now he joined APC. He joined now the ruling party now. Now he's a saint. That money is gone for good. This is how bad the state of politics in Nigeria and Africa at large has become. That is why they are always angry with Ibrahim Traore. You know why? Because Ibrahim Traore is exposing them, letting the African youth know that we have everything. We have everything that we need to make sure that Africans are comfortable in Africa. Today, you will see somebody that has a visa to go to Europe. It seems like that person have achieved the whole world because he has a visa to travel out. Because why? That is the way they programmed us. That is the way they programmed us for us to, have that inferiority complex and see these people as superior beings over us. Sometimes when I look at myself, I say, only me cannot do this. Sometimes the only thing I can do is to come here and shout and shout and shout. I close my mouth, But at the point, I will still remember that I have kids. And tomorrow, my kids can easily ask me, just like I did ask my mom some time ago. I did ask my mom. My dad is dead, but I asked my mom. I said, Mom, you know the problem we're having here is because by you people. When you guys were supposed to talk when you were young, you failed to talk. And you guys allowed these people to embezzle our destiny away. Today we are struggling. If you go to Nigerian police barrack, you will weep, you will cry. You will cry. You see the way police people are living in the barrack, people that are serving their nation, that should be pampered, people that you gave AK-47 to protect the lives and properties of the citizens. You subject them into inhuman condition. Have you gone to barracks before? Nigerian police barracks? Have you gone to military barracks before? What I'm telling you, people that have been given gun to protect our lives, when you make their life horrible, how do you think they will look at young boys that are doing well on the street when they're on the checking point? They will be angry, definitely. There's no proper retirement plan. I've been shouting of this proper retirement plan for a long time. No proper retirement plan. No proper retirement benefits that is made available for civil servants. You abandon them because you are comfortable. An average Nigerian now, what comes to his mind is, when I become politician, what I will do is just I take my children to America, I buy a house in America, and I make myself comfortable before I start doing anything. That is average Nigerian's mentality. They think once you enter politics, your life is well, your life is okay, you have made it in life. Because the corruption, like I said, corruption is from the grassroots. The corruption that we're talking about started from the grassroots. So if you are fighting corruption and be fighting from the top, you're wasting your time, because the mind of the children has been corrupt already. The mind of the children has been corrupted already. The children of the elites, the children of the politicians that we're talking about, still, most of them, what comes to their mind is how to embezzle. That's what they know very well, how to do money laundering. That's what they know very well. This is the problem that we are having. Somebody will serve his nation for 50 years, for 40 years. On the day of retirement, you have nothing to take back home. Nothing. You can't even afford a house. Even a 2-bedroom flat, you can't even afford. Even to pay house rent will become a problem for you. Somebody that has been serving his nation for 20, 30, 40 years. I said it time without number. The day you choose to serve Nigeria, that day you have signed your perpetual poverty, unless you are a politician, a corrupt politician. Unless you are a corrupt politician, or you are corrupt, you have corrupt mind, that you will use that corruption to acquire wealth for yourself. But if you want to be diligent to serve your nation, that is the day you sign your perpetual poverty. You'll be poor forever. Look at our soldiers that went to Sambisa to fight Boko Haram. Most of them, some of them, their hands were being cut off. Some of them, their legs were being cut off. Some of them, lost one of their eyes. Some of them were being disabled. Let me shock you now. Do you know that government does not even take care of those people? Government does not take care of these soldiers, these brave soldiers that went to fight Boko Haram in the Sambisa forest. What your government did was to pamper the captured Boko Haram members, pamper them, put them in one house, give them food, give them money every month, make their life sweet, and at the end of the day, you release them back to the society. And immediately after releasing these people back to the society, this same Boko Haram now resurrect again. They resurrected again in the northern part of Nigeria. Why is it that this Boko Haram can never end? It's because they are being sponsored by so-called elites. Because if they're not the ones sponsoring them, why would you release those people that have committed heinous crime, that have committed terrorism, and you release them back to the society? You release them back to the society. What is your motive of releasing them back to the society? Because you have ulterior motive. Because they are working for you. Because you cannot tell me that a Boko Haram member that does not even have access, don't even know how to have access to computer or whatsoever, will be in the bush, and a helicopter will drop down to drop food and arms, drop food items and arms for them in the bush, and that helicopter will fly back again. Why is it that our military, Nigeria have a long way to go. We have a very long way to go. We have a very long way to go. I've told you time without number, there is a wind of revolution that is blowing across Africa. African youths are not happy. This Ibrahim Traore that you are seeing today is the one that is waking all these people up. A few days ago, it happened in Togo. It happened, and the worst part of it is that when these corrupt politicians, when these corrupt leaders, when they see that people are coming out now, what they will use to attack the people is military. And these same military people, they don't have common sense. They don't know that these same people that they are killing, that are the people that are fighting for them and their unborn children. It happened in Togo a few days ago. It happened in Kenya a few days ago. Revolution is coming. Revolution is coming. It happened in Guinea-Conakry. Doumbouya took over his country and asked them to leave. It happened in Senegal. It happened in Senegal. Diomaye Faye asked them to leave. It happened in Senegal through ballot box. This is what I keep telling people, 2027, we should get it right. We can get this revolution not by violence, not by coup. We can get it through ballot box. When the people determine, have one voice and one mind, we will achieve it. Senegal revolution happened through ballot box. Today, Diomaye Faye and Sonko is doing amazingly well. Diomaye Faye and Osman Sonko, they are doing amazingly well. They've asked them to leave. They've asked French people to leave. It happened in Mali. Revolution. It's happening in Burkina Faso. Revolution. It happened in Guinea-Conakry. Revolution. It happened in Niger Republic. Revolution. It happened in Chad. Revolution. It happened in Gabon. Revolution. And it's happening across the board. Across every single African country will feel the wind of revolution. It is coming. There's no doubt about it. There's no single doubt. Somebody that has been doing well for his country, what you can do is to connive with Michael Langley of Africa to go to the US World Congress to go and label him as a dictator, label him as a tyrant, that he's using Burkina Faso's resources on himself. How? The same thing they label Yaya Jammeh of Gambia. Yaya Jammeh was one of the best presidents Gambia ever had. Do you know that Yaya Jammeh, if I tell you today, there's no luxury house in the Gambia that you will point out and say, Yaya Jammeh bought this house, or Yaya Jammeh is the owner of this luxury house. You can't. He loved Gambia more than his life. But because he did not, he wasn't their puppet. He wasn't their puppet. That's why they fought tooth and nail to remove him. That's why they fought tooth and nail to remove him. The same thing happened in Guinea-Bissau. Amilcar Cabral. If you're a historian, if you read history very well, you get to learn who is Amilcar Cabral of Guinea-Bissau. Amilcar Cabral is the same. What Ibrahim Traore is doing today was what Amilcar Cabral was doing in Guinea-Bissau. He asked the Portuguese to leave to reclaim his country back. All they did was to assassinate him. This is what they do to our heroes. This is what these Westerners do to our heroes, eliminating them. They don't want Africa to move forward because they know the day Africans wake up, that is the beginning of the end of Europe. Their economy will crumble. Mark my word, I'm not mixing words, I'm not joking. I'm telling you gospel truth. The day Africa wakes up today and decide to reclaim our continent back, reclaim our resources back, that is the beginning of the pain of these Westerners. You will get to understand that Europe does not have nothing. Europe as a continent, they don't have anything. They depend on African resources. If you're a good historian, you will agree with me, after Second World War, Europe was rebuilt with 70% of the money that was used to rebuild Europe came from Africa. 70% of the resources that was used to rebuild Europe came from Africa. It came from Africa. The same thing they did to Gaddafi. Label Gaddafi a dictator, somebody that made the life of Libyans very comfortable, very sweet. You wake up one morning and say, Gaddafi is a dictator, Gaddafi is this, Gaddafi is that, and at the end of the day, you guys ended up eliminating him. And today, 15 years after, Libya does not have government. There is no government, functioning government in Libya. As we speak, one of the highest oil producing country in Africa. Where is their oil going into? America. They eliminated him so that they can take charge of Libyan resources. Until today, they could not even help Libya to even stand back on their feet to have a leader. To have a leader. The same thing happened in Idi Amin of Uganda. Idi Amin was not as bad as they labeled him. Idi Amin was never as bad as they labeled him. Everybody has his own flaws. Idi Amin was so harsh, but he was not as bad as they labeled him. They labeled him, even to the extent they labeled him a cannibal, that he eats human beings, which was a lie, pure lie. There is nothing that they did not label Idi Amin of Uganda. They labeled him all kind of names because he refused to be their puppet. He refused to bow for them. He refused to allow them to come to Uganda and take Uganda resources anyhow they want and give them small percentage. That is why they see him as a tyrant, as a dictator, and they eliminated him. The same thing happened in Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah. The same thing. The same thing happened in Burkina. This Burkina Faso today we are praising. The same thing happened in Burkina Faso. Thomas Sankara. Exactly the same pattern of Ibrahim Traore was pattern of Thomas Sankara. They eliminated him. This is what they do in Africa. This is what they do in Africa. They don't want Africa to stand back on their feet. They don't want Africa to take charge of their resources. That is why we, Africans, as rich as we are, they could not allow us to have our own missile sites. At least we can use to defend our sovereignty, our continent. They cannot. They cannot. All the leaders we have in Africa are all puppets. All puppets. All puppets. Submissive to their colonial masters, living like slaves in their own country. That is why when I saw Ramaphosa of South Africa went to America to meet Donald Trump, the way he was being treated in the public, I was like, that is the day I knew that African leaders are cowards. Let me, for instance, if it was Julius Malema that was sent on that trip to meet Donald Trump, and Donald Trump started subjecting him into that kind of interrogation, because that was not no form of discussion. That was interrogation. And you could see the body language of Ramaphosa, the way he was behaving, the way he was reacting. It says it all. It said it all to tell you that he was scared because his superior master is talking to him. His master is talking to him. He could not respond. He could not say anything. He could not even walk away because he's a submissive, let me call it slave. Anyway. You could see the body language. Body language, he was scared. He went to America and came back. The only where do you see African leaders where they have power is when the people stand up to demand for good leadership. That's when they have power to use military against the people. It happened in Nigeria, in Lagos, 2020, in Lekki Toll Gate. Over how many youth were being massacred in numbers by the military. Till today, this case died off. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. This is the kind of mess that we are in Africa, and we need that change. We need that change. Let me get my phone. We need that change. That change that we desire, we need it in Africa. We need it in Africa. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Please, if you have a question, please ask your question respectfully. If you have an opinion. Hello? Did I do you Okay. Okay. Okay, 10,000. Okay. Let me go to the comment section. Let me go to the comment section. Please, Mocham, please say. No, feel free to say to comment. Feel free. Feel free. Feel free. Okay. Mocham said Kenyatta or someone said they they came and told us to close our eyes and pray. When we opened our eyes, we are holding the Bible, and our land was gone. Exactly. That's what they told us. That's what they did to us. They know very well that religion is the only way to capture Africa. That is why they came with religion. They came with religion to inflict fear in us, making us to believe that we should suffer on earth and enjoy in heaven. Where is the heaven? Where is the heaven they are talking about? We will suffer on earth here, and then there is heaven. There is heaven somewhere that when we die, we will go. There is no heaven anywhere. The heaven that you are seeing today is here. If you still believing that there is heaven somewhere, that when you die, that you are going to heaven, my sister, my brother, you are wasting your time. There is no heaven anywhere. Anybody that is telling you that is deceiving you. Don't see me as an antichrist. I'm not an antichrist. But I'm telling you the gospel truth. Be critical. Be a good critical thinker. Think through. Think through. Those same people that brought this religion to you, those same people that brought this religion to you, do you know that in England today, in UK today, you cannot stand on the streets and be preaching that word of God, that preaching that religion that they gave to you? Do you know that once you are doing it, police will come and arrest you because they will call it noise pollution? Churches in England today, do you know that they don't take church serious? They don't take. It's only here in Africa that we see that we take religion so serious. They brought religion to us. They brought religion to us to exploit our resources, to inflict fear in us. These are all lies from the pit of hell. 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 Why is it that them that brought this religion to us, why is it that they are not serious with the religion? Why is it like that? Why is it like that? We have a long way to go. We need to start sensitizing our people, wake them up. Because we are still far behind. We are still far behind. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. Enough is enough. Blue, Alex, my brother, welcome, brother. Thank you. Welcome back again. Alex said he respects Mr. Trump. He wasn't scared. Besides, there are developing contract between the two nations. Don't take it the wrong way, my son. Is okay. Okay, let me ask you something. You know, one thing I always tell people, respect is a reciprocal. One thing I will never like anybody to do me is to disrespect me in public. Once you disrespect me in public, you see, even if you are the one giving me food, I will tell you to keep that food. I don't need it. Do you know the kind of damage this trip that Ramaphosa did in America cost South Africa? Do you know? Do you know that was a national disgrace for South Africans? I don't know if you really follow Julius Malema. I don't know if you listen to him, listen to his preachings. What was done to Ramaphosa was total abuse. I mean, he was subjected into interrogation. There was no discussion in any form. That wasn't a discussion. That was never a discussion. If Donald Trump had something against South Africans, what he would have done is to go to South Africa. What is this one? This one said his name is Victor Chisunum. Chisunum. I don't know what name is this. Where are you watching from anyway? He says shit up. Okay, shit up. There is God and need to wake up before it's too late. Don't compare God, religion, and human beings. Listen to me. Let me correct you. First of all, I've never told you that there's no God. I've never. Listen, wake up and listen. Even before religion came to Africa, we worship God in our own God, in our culture, in our own way. We have our way of worshiping God. Everybody knows that there is God. It's only a fool that will tell you there is no God. So I'm just trying to correct you. I'm not going to be stupid as you are, to respond to you in a stupid way, the way you are. I'm going to correct you and teach you because you need to learn. First of all, I've never said that there is no God. Never. Never. Even before religion come to Africa, we Africans, we Igbos, let me mention my own tribe. We Igbos, we already have our way of communicating with God, of praying to God, of worshiping God. There's a way of human being worshiping God. Listen, let me tell you. They know very well that there is God. Everybody knows that there is God. And there is a way of worshiping God. That is why they went and concoct lies. They went and concoct lies and parcel it in a paper, in a piece of paper, and bring to you to read. This is what I'm saying. And you can't change my own opinion. This is my own opinion. Your own opinion is your own opinion. My own opinion, I'm trying to say it on my own channel. Okay? I believe in God. Listen, let me tell you, I'm a born Christian. I was born in a Christian home. First of all, I believe in God. I believe in one true. I believe in God. I believe in God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Okay? I believe in God, one true God in three persons. That's what it says. What is called one true God in three persons: God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Meaning, I believe in Jesus Christ. Do you understand? But most of the lies that was concocted in the Bible and brought to you, most of those things are lies from the pit of hell. Yes. If there was a Bible, even from the beginning, the Bible was rewritten. Believe you me, I know what I'm telling you. Bible was rewritten and submitted to you to read. Why is it that those people that King James, let me ask you something. Where did King James come from? King James is a king in England. King James was a king in England. If you go to England, if you go to what's it called? This where the Queen come from. You go to the museum, you will see the tomb of King James. Where did King James come from? King James Bible. You should start waking up. You see this is how important it is that we should start sensitizing our people, because a lot of people have gone already. Your brains are no longer working. Who told you that? I've never said that there's no God. There is one true God in three persons. And I believe in Jesus Christ. That is why I believe in one true God in three persons. I believe in Holy Spirit. That is why I believe in God in one true God in three persons. But I don't believe in some of the lies that was concocted and sent to me. I cannot believe it, and you cannot make me to believe. They will tell you that there is heaven after now. Where is the heaven? They will tell you that God is in the heaven there, up there. Which up? Do you know that we have? Listen, how many planets do we have how many planets do we have? How many planets? It's only Earth that is conducive for human beings to live. It's only Earth. It's the only planet that is conducive for human beings to live. Uranus is not conducive. Pluto is not conducive. Venus is not conducive. Moon is not conducive. Sun is not conducive. Name them. They are not conducive for human beings to live. Mars is not conducive. Only Earth is conducive for human beings to live. So where is God? They say God is in heaven. God is inside you. God is inside me. That is where God lives. God does not live anywhere else. God does not live anywhere else. There is nowhere you will see God anywhere. They're telling you, look up to God in heaven and pray to God in heaven. Which heaven? The heaven that they're talking about is you. That is why if God is living in you, you should be a replica of God in you. That is why we need. In fact, let me tell you something. This is one of the things your pastors will not teach you. Do you know that truly, 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 they say there's Satan here, there's Satan there. There is no Satan anywhere. Satan is inside you. When you live the attitude of God and start manifesting the attitude of Satan, it means that Satan is inside you. But when you are manifesting the attitude of God, it means that God is inside you. That's God's acting. So stop being dumb and stop being too religious. On my channel, like I said, I've said it time without number here. Me here, I believe in humanity. I do not believe in religion. I don't believe in tribe. I don't believe in race or color. I believe in humanity. I believe in humanity. So I'm not a religious person. Do you understand? I'm not a religious person. Okay? So whatever you feels like, whatever you think, when you come to a live broadcast like this, what you do is you calm down, put down your intelligence inside the pocket, listen. Listen. In one or two things, you must learn one or two things here. Don't try to be, you say, how many Bibles are there? Where did the King James Version come from? I don't know. Only you know. But what I'm telling you is that a lot of lies was being concocted in the Bible. The original Bible. Do you know let me tell you one thing. You've not seen the original Bible before. You've not seen the original Bible. Original Bible is being written in Greek language. Original Bible is written in Greek language, not English. How many years is English? English language is how many years old? And Bible is written how many years old? You've not seen the original Bible. What you see is English version of Bible, which is being concocted with lies. You can't listen. If you go to Rome, Roman Catholic people, they are the one that has the original Bible in Greek. It is in Rome. It is in Vatican. They have the original Bible in Greek. It is not from own understanding. What I'm teaching you is fact and period. Go and make your research. Go and make your research. English Bible was rewritten. Bible was being rewritten. What this Bible that you are reading today is not the original Bible. Original Bible is in Greek language, and it is not anywhere. It is not everywhere. The only place you can find the original Bible, the correct original Bible, is in Vatican. They have it in Vatican. Yes. If you don't know that, then have it at the back of your mind today. That the English Bible you are reading, a lot of lies are there. There are a lot of things that are not correct, that are not even real. Now, let me ask you a question. You that is too religious. I want to ask you a question. Adam and Eve was the first person God created, right? Let me. What is the name? What is the name? What's the name? Let me see his name. You say Victor Chisunu. I don't know where you're watching from, but your name sounds like this East African person. Never in Hebrew. Original Bible was never written in Hebrew. Original Bible was written in Greek language. Original Bible was written in Greek language. Now, let me ask you something. Bible told you that in the beginning, God created Adam and Eve. Now, Adam and Eve gave birth to Cain and Abel. Right? Do Cain and Abel have sisters? Let me point out the mistakes that they made while they were writing the Bible. I want to point out the mistakes to you. Where is Cain and Abel? Do they have sisters? Where are the sisters? How did they get to start multiplying? They did not give you account of those things, and which was very, very important. Did Cain and Abel had intercourse? Okay, let me just leave Cain. I think Abel. Let me talk about Cain and Abel. Did they have intercourse with their own blood sisters that made them to have brothers, that made them to have children and start multiplying? These are the things that they should have explained to us. It's not just give us half-baked information. We need that information from the grassroots. Do you understand? So that's where I'm stepping, and I'll be telling you that there are a lot of mistakes in the Bible. Somebody asked me something. Osman Jallo. He said, "So you are a pagan?" I'm never a pagan. I'm not a pagan. I'm a pure Christian. I believe in one true God in three persons. I believe in God the Father. I believe in God the Son, and I believe in God the Holy Spirit. I'm a pure Christian. I'm a Christian, but I'm a critical thinker. I don't just believe. I don't just take everything. If they tell me is 100 that I should put in a basket, I put it without counting it. If you tell me something, I will have to count and I'll have to check before I take. So if I don't believe in the lies that was being concocted and sent to me, does not make me a pagan. I pray every morning, even before when I wake up in the morning, I pray. When I'm going out, when I'm going out in the morning, I pray. When I go to bed in the morning, the night, I pray. Do you understand? I believe in prayer and I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. But I don't believe in the lies. Do you understand? So I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. Okay, Victor said Adam and Eve had other children, sisters, and brothers. Okay, what are their names, if I may ask you? I want to know their names. And how did they get to start multiplying? It is very important now. You have to give us, you don't give us half-baked, stories. Do you understand? So it's as simple as A, B, C, D. But that's not what we're talking about now. What we're talking about now is different from this one. We're talking about the state and religion and the state of politics in Africa and religion. Do you understand? You see? Do you understand? Okay. Loading cells. My brother said King James translated Bible to English language, not writing the Bible. I know that is what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying, my brother. I did not say they wrote the Bible. They did not translate the Bible very well. They added some things on their own to make you feel good, to make you feel better. And they added to you that there will be heaven after death. Where is the heaven? There is no heaven anywhere. That is my point. There's no heaven anywhere. But that's not what I'm talking about now. What I'm talking about, let's just forget about this, religion or this talk of a thing, and focus on our main agenda. Okay, okay. Victor, are you okay now? Let me know. Okay, that's cool. So, what's the name of the Adam descendant that Ken married, if I may ask? I'm checking something because you see this kind of discussion will trigger a lot of things, and a lot of questions. We can't keep lying to ourselves. We cannot keep lying to ourselves. We have to tell ourselves the truth. Bible said it. They say we shall know the truth, and the truth shall set us free. Fact. The truth. We must have to know the truth and do the truth, right? Okay. So if you're joining me for the first time, subscribe to the channel, put on your notification button, share the broadcast, and as well comment where you're watching from. I will be going off soon, very, very soon. In the next 2 minutes, I'll be saying bye-bye. I'll be saying bye-bye to you guys. Um, um, Victor, Victor, are you okay now? Let me know. Are you okay now? All right. So I'll be running up now. I'll be rounding up for real. I have things to do. I came on live very late, and I have other things to catch up. Till tomorrow, till in the evening time, we will spend more time together, and I promise we will spend up to 2 hours in the evening time. But for now, let me go and do my business, please. I've spent 1 hour plus already. I think that's enough already for today, for this morning, till in the evening. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me on my live broadcast. God bless you guys. Thank you very much, Victor. Thank you and thank you. Uh, Maga Diego. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Please put on your notification button, share the broadcast so we can, reconnect back in the evening time by 8:30 p.m. Gambia time. Don't miss it out, please. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Share the broadcast, share so that we can get to wider audience. We need to get to wider audience. Give me a thumbs up there, please. Give me a thumbs up. If you're joining me for the first time, subscribe to the channel. Maga Diego, thank you very much for your comment. But this discussion, I think we will leave it for now till next time. We're not going to be discussing about religion again for now. We'll be focusing on the state of African politics and the way forward for our continent. We need to start experiencing and enjoying the dividends of democracy as other countries do, and sensitize our brothers and sisters the importance of staying back and stop running or jumping to Mediterranean Sea to cross to another man's land to be slave. You know, Africa is blessed. Africa is rich. Africa is super blessed. There's no, like I've said it time without number. There's no reason why an African child should go to bed hungry. This is why we must have to continue with our cause and say the truth the way it's supposed to be. Speak it to power. That is all we can do. We don't have more capacity to do more than this. All we can do is to be on this channel, speaking the truth the way it's supposed to be. Do you understand? So thank you very much for joining us here. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you guys. God bless you. Please, if you are watching from Nigeria, please can you say yes? I want to see. I hope I'm not speaking. This broadcast, I need more Nigerians. Sincerely speaking, I need more Nigerians to be here. I need more Nigerians to be here. Honestly, I need more Nigerians to be here. I need more Africans to be here. I need more Africans to be here. You know, I need more Africans. I believe everybody is waking up right now. We're all waking up. We're all waking up to the reality of that we have everything that it takes to fix Africa. Ibrahim Traore is an evidence to show you that there's no reason why we should be, suffering in Africa. You know, if they tell you, you have to go and work, tell them that, Victor, this is my brother. Victor is my brother. Victor, which state, please? Chisunum. Chisunum. I was thinking maybe from these Eastern Africans. Um, that's my brother John Ayebo. Thank you very much for joining us here. Thank you. From Delta. Oh my goodness, this is my Delta brother. Thank you very much for joining, please. Thank you. So you're watching from Delta State right now. Thank you very much for joining here. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel. If you've not done that, do that now. Put on your notification button. I'll be dropping a video soon. I'll be dropping a video in the next 2 hours. I'll be dropping a video. Chukwudi, Okechukwu Amade. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much, my brother Okechukwu. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We disagree to agree. That's one thing here. We disagree to agree and we learn from each other. Sincerely speaking, let me be honest to you. Do you know that it was through this program I get to know that Ethiopia has never been colonized before? It was one of my subscribers commented here and told me that Ethiopia have never been colonized before. I think that was last month or time or thereabout. That is the first time. So we learn from each other here. We learn. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's an island. We all stand to be corrected in everything. We're not human. We are human beings, and we stand to be corrected. Okay. So if you have a constructive question or an opinion, just feel free. Feel free. The comment section is open. I'm okay. I'm open to receive any comment, but let it not be insult. But let it just be, constructive, opinions, so we can learn from each other and understand from each other as well. Okay. So, like I said, I'm not a pagan. I'm a Christian, born Christian. I believe in one true God in three persons. I believe in God the Father. I believe in God the Son, and I believe in God the Holy Spirit. And I always stand, to be clarified in certain areas in the Bible. But I've not found the person that can be able to give me accurate answers. But that's okay. We keep going. The more we go, the more we learn. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. You guys are super wonderful. You guys are amazing. It is not easy spending your time with me here. It's something to be appreciated for. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Always remember, every 9 a.m. Gambia time and 8:30 p.m. Gambia time, you find me here live and direct. We discuss about African state of politics. Like I said, you see this man behind me is a hero. I consider him as a hero. I always put him on my background for the whole of 2025 because I have the need to promote his leadership because he's doing well. Like I said, I preach the gospel of truth. I stand for the truth. I stand for justice, fairness, and equity. That's what I stand for. I'm not here to massage your politician's ego. I'm not here to massage anyone's ego or tell you what your ear want to hear. I'm here to speak the truth the way it's supposed to be. Okay, that is why we keep learning from each other. Thank you so much. Alex, my brother, said they call Ethiopia is the scent of Africa. Yeah, it is. It's possible. It has never been colonized before. I'm very, very. I was happy when I heard the news. I was super, extremely happy. But it's okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Zip Ade Doda. Thank you very much. He said, "Cheese." Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'll be going off now. See you in the evening by 8:30 p.m. Bye bye. Cheers. See you next. Watch my video. I'm dropping video soon. I'm gonna be dropping video soon. So watch and comment.